Hello, hello. So today is kind of a different thing. We're gonna do some blendering or 3D modeling in Blender. My moderator Ryu or Glenn kind of very subtly, suggested that he would like to see a return of this. Like I used to do it in the past. I did it like 2 times, maybe 2 streams. I did 2 streams of Blender, and yeah, now I'm back at it again because I'm like trying to build up some portfolio work while looking for another job. So yeah, here we are. As you can already see, I'm like trying to make one of these isometric room things. So yeah, that's what I was starting on, and it's based on my desk here. So while I was like looking for inspiration of what to make as like a first portfolio piece I wanted to do, I was like, what should I do? What can I do? And I was just staring at my desk for like a solid 5 minutes or 10 maybe, what felt like, and I was just like, you know what? I like those isometric rooms, and why not just base it off the desk here of my desk, of my work/game area. And I do say based because I'm gonna be kind of loosey-goosey on the stuff that's on the desk, because my real desk is a mess. So I'm not gonna put a lot of junk on it. Maybe nah. I'm gonna keep it clean in the virtual version. Anyway, I've already, as you can see, modeled my screen, my computer, a cutting mat that's also on here, and a lamp. I do think the lamp is still a bit too small. I think it should be a bit higher. Go a bit higher. If I eyeball it, then I feel like it's too low still. But yeah, I did model a button because the button is like a touch button on here, but maybe I could model a button, or I just put an on-off button here on the as a texture. But the thing is, I've tried not to get carried away by details, because it's gonna be like this camera standpoint. So if I put too much detail in everything, then I will take too much time. I guess I will put too much time into things that just won't be noticed anyway. Like you can see those legs. I was like unsure if I would, or the feet of the leg, I guess, how you would call it, the little thingies here, rubbers. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do it, or maybe I should. Like, I was not sure if you would see it, but you can see it, so that's nice. Why, hello there. As requested, a Blender stream again. I don't know if you wanna have this like cut into pieces as well and put on YouTube later. I guess the stream is gonna be a little bit longer than the usual 2 hours I do, so just yeah, whatever you want, I will do. Anyway, I was like trying to explain that I should not get carried away with too much detail, because I'm working from this camera standpoint here, and it's also isometric, so having too much detail is kind of useless, certainly on the lamp here, because you won't see it anyway. I still need to model a keyboard and mouse and a mouse pad. I also have some whatchamacallit, speakers. Jesus. I also have some speakers here. I could model those as well. And I also have like a whole painting area here for miniature painting. As you can see, it's based on my desk. This is my computer, which has this shape in here, and along this edge is like an RGB light. So I will probably give it a texture, an emission texture later on, with a rainbow going down, because that's what it actually is. It's like a rainbow LED thing going down here. So that will be later on. I also have to model a desk chair, maybe some cabinets, or yeah, the thing behind me here, full of board games. It's not a closet. Is it a closet? Nah, closet can close. What's it called? Is there no Blender category? No, unfortunately not. I've checked. And maybe I can add a plant here. I have a plant on my desk, but maybe I can just have a bigger one here. Oh yeah, I also have a second monitor. Maybe I should. I actually didn't think about the second monitor. I could actually just copy paste this a little bit. Also, look at me faking geometry, right? Art. Oh yeah, I guess I could do art. Cheats. Yeah, I mean, you don't see it. It's all smoke and mirrors. Like I said, you don't need to add detail where it's not needed. So it's just a floating screen. I mean, I can just add like a box here and then just add it, join it a bit, but you know, if you don't see it, you don't have to do it. That's the golden rule. So yeah, okay, I will actually go for art then. Art. Oh yeah, there is art. Look at that. But not 3D art. Is there 3D art? 3D art. No. Okay, I'll just, I guess 3D modeling is also art. Okay, now it's, come on, not finding art anymore for some reason. I fucked it up. Art Academy. Why is it not showing the art? Artemis? Maybe one day. There's a video game development. There's video game. I mean, I'm not developing a video game, but video game development. It's not finding anything. Art? God, it's not showing up anymore. Anyway, I'll just keep this just chatting, I guess. Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day. So yeah, let's copy this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna activate screencast key, so if you can follow, I will maybe size mouse size. Yeah, okay. Just gonna make it a little bit bigger. I think this is good. What about the keys? The keys are very small. Font size. Wait, can I? That's better, I think. Line thickness. What's the line thickness? Is it for the keys? Oh no, it's for the mouse. Okay. I guess this is okay. Region, area. Okay, whatever. Left, center, right. I guess left is okay. So, yeah. And all of this is also okay, I guess. Repeat keys, is that when? Oh yeah, so amount of times. Okay, I guess this is good. So later on, if you rewatch this, whenever, you will see everything I press. Okay. I guess it's more of a. It's also smaller, way smaller. So. Wait, before I rotate it, I should probably scale it first to the proper dimension. It's still too widescreen. No, it's kind of, it's more square-ish. It's still an old monitor. It has a VGA plug, so you can already guess how old this thing is. No, I want to rotate. I guess this is it's also a bit lower to the desk, like this. Maybe I can also add my webcam here. I'm also kind of considering not modeling any cables because, as I said, that would just smudge up the whole scene, I suppose. Ooh, maybe I have to move it up a little bit like this, a little bit like this. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good, I think. Well, on my desk it's a bit more closer to my big screen here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then the foot is it's a kind of oval shaped with a big stick. Do I have to model the backside? Yeah, I will probably have to model the full backside here. That sucks. Anyway, let's grab a plane. Boom. Oh yeah, if you rewatch this and you want to do something, what I'm doing now is snapping to face, which is here on the top here. You can change the settings. It's usually by default in increments, but I changed to face for now because it makes it easier to just lay stuff on the desk like that. So when you press G for moving and then control, then you will just snap to the face you're hovering over, like this top screen here or whatever. Boom. Okay. So, or maybe I should have added a circle. Now I'm gonna add a circle. Circle. Boom. And go from the top. Then press it in. I have to fill it first. Boom, and then scale on X, something like this. Yeah, it's very useful. I can just use the references around me. I guess that's what it looks like. Okay, now we have to do this, extrude, and then I have to add some more geometry because there's like a slight bend to it. Yeah. And then it's gonna hide all of these. No. Ah, come on. Okay, I'll do it in a different way. Hide. So this is to be able to do a proportional editing without interfering with like the bottom of the foot here. So I have to make it smaller. Okay, that's oop. Now I can look from the side. It's not that sharp of a bevel, I guess, or it's very flat still. Oh. Okay. And then when I do Alt H, these vertices will have stayed put where they should be, like on the desk. If I didn't hide the vertices, then by using the proportional editing, they would have been pressed into the desk as well. So that's why I hid them. Just FYI, if you wanted to know why I did what I did. And then give this a slight bevel as well. Boom, and then shade smooth. That's already looking nice. Maybe I can subdivide it again. No. Oh. Okay, here we are. And then if you go to the modifier tab, you will see the smooth shading. So if you smooth shade, then it automatically adds this modifier. Let's see if I can add a subdivision. Does it do anything if I put it under this? Oh, it's okay. Oh, okay, so it stays on the bottom. I actually didn't know that. That's interesting. Yes, so I need to make an extra loop cut here. Or I can not use this and keep it as is for now. Okay, and now I have to go up. Okay, so there's like a tricky thing going on here, where the oval shape goes into like a box shape, but with the ends like this, the sides a little bit curved. So let's try and make that. I think if I use this here, box carve, yeah, that might do it. Or add cube. No, that's not what I want to do. Box carve. Can I actually? Is there like? Wait, why is it not? Why is it not working? What? And now it's working. That doesn't make any sense. What the? Okay. Ah, here. Destructive modifier. Exact. All right. So now I can. Okay. Okay. Now I have to draw the shape again. Boom. Why is it not there? Tell me, why is it not there? Oh. What? Okay. I guess I can just scale it down like this. Okay, so there's like this outline around it. My mouse mat is the whole table. Wow, nice. That's impressive. Big mouse mat. Okay. If I duplicate this and then make it smaller, what happens? Oh. Can I cut into the cutter? That's what I want to do actually. Can I cut into the cutter? Shift minus. No. Control minus. Ah, yes. I guess I got what I wanted here. Yeah. Okay, can you see this now? Or a tiny table. Oh yeah, that's also a possibility. So I was able to cut one box and with the other box, the cutter box. There's a lot of cutters going on, and now I have the ideal. Oh no. Way of like making. This is not what I wanted. Like this edge here, so there's like this outline, but it should be with rounded edges, so I have to do it again. But I just wanted to see how I would do it. I'm still like figuring out a lot of stuff because I actually haven't used this box carve tool up until now. It's a new thing in Blender. Well, not new. I guess it was introduced last year. But they've improved upon it. Okay, so that's great. Now I can edit this, give it some rounded edges and a bevel. Well, how would I go about this? I guess the same way as I did. Can I do a proportional editing on Y? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. looking kind of like this. Yep. All right. And then like that. Yeah. Let me see if that's correct. It's correct-ish. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. Still, gotta have like creative freedom, right? And bevel these edges. So how's the job hunting going? Not so great, no. A lot of ghosting or saying they don't want to, or they don't see me as a good fit or whatever. Actually might have to add a subsurf on this one. Is it? Or maybe I can just add a bevel. Add bevel. Nah, that's not what I want. No, not what I want. Should probably add some more detail to the bevel that I did here. Like that. Yeah, that's more like it. Kinda crazy how two friends I still interact with from school are both fired within the same. Seriously? That's rough. Like from the DAE or a Ho West, or is the other friends from another school? Yeah, it's also rough. It's not easy. Okay, so now I can duplicate this. Scale it in. Why is it? What the hell is going on here? No, that's not what I want. So duplicate, yes. What the hell happened there? So weird. Anyway, like that, and then no. Control minus, and now I have my edge. It should be a bit thinner here. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good. Like a very small edge. Though again, am I doing too much detailing here? I guess I am. It's barely visible. I might just delete that part. It's not visible at all. Okay, just gonna delete that. But now you know how to do it. So, hey, never. Is this to scale? Also Ho West, but different course. Ah, okay. Front end dev. Okay. It's kinda ish to scale. It's more or less eyeballing, but the foot is a bit too big, so I still have to scale it. And I think the lamp is a bit too small, or actually the foot is okay, but it needs to be a bit higher, so this needs to go up a bit. Yeah, because if I look at it from here, the lamp is actually almost the same as my desktop, almost the same height. Not fully, but it comes a bit higher than this. So I have to fix that later. Eyeball scale, yeah, it's the best scale. I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to be the most realistic thing. If I wanted to be realistic, then I would just download some models, because that would be faster. Okay, so I'm just gonna scale this down a bit, and then I have this box. Let me just look at it. Okay. Okay, it's actually kind of easy. So there's a cube. Boom. Why is it not? Okay, whatever. Like this. This is not to scale, by the way. Boom. Maybe we should all just come together and become a game dev, indie game dev studio. What do you think? Catfire Studios. Well, you're not fired, but you know, would be fun. Yeah. Indeed. So, if I look at the scale, it should be more elongated on this, and a bit more to the back so the screen can fit, and it should be scaled like that. Yep. Don't forget to is it okay? Is it okay? I think it's okay. There we go. Apply scale, always useful when you want to do any bevel. So you can see the bevel is now uniform. But if I do not apply my scale, I made it. I undid a bit too much. So if I donut, why do I keep saying donut? If I do not apply my scale, then the bevel will not be uniform, as you can see now. You want some donut? I mean, I just ate some soup, so with some sandwiches, I'm not really hungry, but yeah, so you can see the bevel is not uniform. But if I apply the scale here and do the bevel again, then it's uniform. So always, you can also check your scale here. If it's not 111, then it's not applied, or it's not how you'd say normalized or whatever. You can, if I can show. So see, here's it's all fudged up, I guess. And then here you can see then it will not be uniform, your bevel. This also applies to other stuff, but yeah, usually you don't have to apply any scale or other transformations. It's only if you want to do some specific stuff with your mesh. So in this case it's a bevel. So I wanted to do a bevel later. I still have to make the block out first. So I have these two edges, these two edges that go a bit out. Oh yeah, proportional editing is still on, sorry. Press O to deactivate that, and then do it like this. I can bevel it now. Yeah, that looks good. Let me see it from the top. Actually, it should be a little bit more. Like this. Also, if you're wondering about like n-gons and stuff, I'm not going to animate all the stuff, so it doesn't really matter. And as long as the shading is okay, I don't really need to fix anything. But yeah, it's actually always a good practice to work with quads anyway, but sometimes you just don't have time to do that, and you want to just go, you know, you want to just work on the project. I don't need to bevel that. And then there's like this sticking out, which connects to the monitor on the back here. How do I do that? Let's see. I can maybe duplicate the surface. Did I? Okay, yeah. And then go like this. Again, I don't have to be looking at too much detail because you won't see it or barely see it anyway. And then I have to do it like that. Give it some more geometry because I have to bend it. Actually, I don't need that much geometry. Maybe 2, like that. And then I have to separate this element so I can add a modifier. Simple deform, it's called, and then bend. And then it's over the y-axis. Yeah. And the angle. So now you can see it's like clipping through the bottom there. That's because the origin point is the same as the one here. So I have to kind of move the origin point where I went to, and that's where I want to have it like bend, which is from the bottom of this. So actually I want to, if I'm gonna be technical here, I want it to have it bend from here, like the source of the bending, if you will. So what you can do is, let me hide this first. Select these, or maybe the whole surface, doesn't matter. Then Shift S, yeah, Shift S, cursor to select it. So now the 3D cursor is now on the selected area. Then you have to go back to object mode, set origin, and origin to 3D cursor. So now you have this, which I now realize is the wrong origin because it's not the one I want to bend. Okay, but at least the 3D cursor is in place. So now I only have to do this, and now it's going to bend from there. So yeah, that's nice. So it has to be 90 degrees or minus 90 degrees. There you go. Looks good, but that needs a smooth shading. There we go. That looks better. Then still need to bevel these edges, or maybe not. Maybe I can leave them sharp for now. Actually, yeah. Let me just see what it looks like if I give them a small bevel here. Okay, let's give them a small bevel. Ooh. Like that. What does it look like from far? You can actually kind of, yeah, if there's like lighting somewhere, even though it's going to be a very rough material, it's gonna catch some light here, I guess. So yeah, maybe I can combine it with this. Boom, boom. There we go. Come on. And this, and then a little bit of that. Yeah, looks great. All right. Now I have to put it into position like that. And just should have made the foot before I rotated this whole stuff, but I can actually what? It's strange. Can I copy this and apply it to this? Minus? I guess I can. Yeah, that's nice. So now I get the exact rotation. Needs to be bigger, or I can just lower the screen. So still needs to be centered. One of the things that you can do as a trick is use this as kind of a waypoint, like a loop cut, I mean, and then arrange the center. Actually, this is not centered on this as well. That's a problem. It's like close enough. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it a bit higher. So what can I do here is scale it up a bit and move this up. Okay, can I? No, but this should. No, it's not the correct size yet. Or if I just move it down, move the screen down. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, that's better. And normally there's like this plate keeping it together, but I'm not gonna model that because you won't see it. Actually, you don't even see the what? I did all this work for nothing. I'm just gonna make it peak a little bit like that. Or I can rotate it, I guess, just a little bit. Always look. Well, actually, you won't even see it. All that work for naught. Oh well. At least I get some modeling practice in, and you got to see how the band modifier works. The life of a game dev. Yeah. Guess the life of like VFX artist as well. If I've seen this this anecdote from a 3D artist who was making a model or an animation, a scene, actually a scene for like a commercial or something, and the client wanted to add more details, but it was like this plane that's flying in the sky and the camera's kind of far off, so you don't see that much. So the client looked at the model as a whole, and he was asking or giving feedback about adding more this and that, and could you make a trim here or add a cut there, and maybe this and that, and could you add some like bolts or nuts or whatever detail on the side. And the 3D artist was like, you're not gonna see that. Why would I spend so much time? And this guy was a contractor, so a freelance, so he got paid by the hour anyway. I mean, you get paid by the hour. But yeah, he added all those details. He made the render of the animation, and afterwards the client was like, yeah, contractors are billed by the hour. And afterwards the client was like, wait, you don't see any of the feedback I gave. And the artist was like, no shit. If they are lucky, yeah. Anyway, so that was an anecdote I heard or read somewhere on the interwebs. Okay, so I can go create the keyboard now. Actually, let's add a plane. To be fair, I don't think I will texture all the buttons. Ooh. But I will make them. Yeah, okay. Just gonna start from here. I actually kind of regret that I positioned everything like this. Now it's so weird when I have to model it. Anyway, lessons learned, I guess. So, keyboard. Just gonna model it like this first. Position it. Can I not turn my... No, that's too bad. Oh wait, no. I wish I could turn it. So if I go by my keyboard, measurements, it's kind of as wide as the foot of the screen, like that. A little bit thinner in the, like that. Move it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I can move. Oops. No. I can move the cursor to here. Make another. Wait. Maybe I can just. Oh no! I lost my plane. Out here. Maybe name it to keyboard or something. There we go. All these planes. What are they? Should probably start naming them. It's also a very good convention. To be fair, I named this whole. I put every foot in a separate collection. Maybe I should. Lamp is also in a separate collection. Maybe I should just put them all in a separate collection. So, no. Move them to a separate collection. Screen 2. There you go. Or maybe small screen. That's more small screen. Small screen. That's more descriptive than just screen 2. Because what's screen 2, right? Boom, boom. New collection. Big screen. And then I have my PC, which is only one object. I guess that can stay like that. And what are those? Oh, that's the desk, of course, and that's the mat. I guess they can be in one desk. There we go. And boom. So we are using the keyboard. Then I guess I can make the keys now. There's a just gonna add a small line because there's like this separation here. It's a Corsair if you want to know. It's like this small separation here, and then here are like 3 buttons for mute and volume up and volume down. There's like a lock and a lighting key, so I can increase or decrease the lighting of my keys, which are all red anyway, so there's no RGB going on here. And I can maybe add a plane inside this. Is it smart? Should I have them all separate? Maybe I should keep them all separate. Like this. Now I can see. So the first row, of course, has like the escape button. It should be a bit smaller. Jesus, this is a really weird angle. I'm just gonna turn my my keyboard. For now, it makes a bit more sense to model it like this. I will turn it around later. I hope that this doesn't bite me in the ass. Oh well. Just for ease of modeling, I will. This can go, that can go away. Big screen, go away as well. And then eyeballing it. So I think it needs to be a bit smaller still. And then have a bevel. Right, like this. I have to apply my skill. Control A, bevel, V, because there's only, so this is also something you have to kind of know. If you want to bevel a flat surface like this plane here, it's just flat, no thickness on it, and you want to have like rounded edges. It's not going to work with just Control B, which is the usual thing you have to do, because you can't really bevel a vertex, I guess. I don't know how it works, but if you want to still give it rounded edges, and you have to press V as well. So Control B, yeah, and Control V. See, V, sorry, without the control. So Control B and then V, and then you can give it rounded edges like that. But I still think it needs to be smaller. Yeah, it still needs to be smaller, like that. There we go. Let's put it here. Okay, and then if I Alt D it, so Alt D is a more, how would you say it, memory efficient way of creating new geometry, because you're instancing it, so it's not like a physical copy. It's an instance of it, and that way you don't use up more memory. And since we are gonna model a lot of keys here, yeah, we need to, actually I think I can just wait a minute. I can make it easier for myself and do this. Alt D, no, Alt D. Wait, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Shift D, Shift D works. Alt D doesn't work in edit mode. Interesting. Okay, something new I learned today. There's like this gap, and then you have the F1, F2. Is that Blender only then, or what happens when you export it like to that's a good question. I actually don't know that. I guess I guess the FBX would take that into account. No, that's actually a really good question. I have no idea. I haven't done that much exporting to Unreal 5 from Blender, to be honest. Research is missing, exactly. Coffee's already got cold. Alt D, and then you have your maybe I'll just remove the task. Alt D and then Control R. Can I not Control R, or is it Shift R? No, Alt R. Why is it not copying the action I'm doing? That's odd. It should be doing it. Like that. And then Control R should be repeating the action. Oh, okay, Shift R. I did Shift R last time. So F12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then between F4, 4, and 5, there's like a space, some space as big as the space between the escape and F1, and then between F8 and F9, 5, 6, 7, 8, boom, boom, boom. There's also this spacing going on here. Again, am I adding too much detail? That's probably not going to be seen. Maybe, probably, yes, I'm sure. But this is also kind of a modeling exercise for myself. So just gonna, whoops, what did I do here? What is this? What? Why is there a cut? I didn't ask for a cut. Go away. What the hell? I didn't ask for any cuts. Oh well. Good. Then there's like no, Alt D, X. Then you have the print, screen, scroll lock, and pause break. There's like this very small space, bigger than this, but smaller than this. I know I'm very descriptive in my explanations here. And then you have 4 smaller keys, which I can take from here. Alt D, X, boom. Also with the same amount of spacing, like here. Ooh, I might have to increase the size of my keyboard here. That's too big. It's always trial and error with this. No, it's too big. Maybe I can just move it up. Actually, yeah, that would work. No, it still needs to be a little bigger. There needs to be some margin here. Then I can scale this. Needs to be a little bit flat. Like that. Ooh. They are positioned like this, and then I have to scale them on their own origin like this, because they're a lot closer together. Okay, that looks fine. Yep. Nice. Getting there. And then this whole width here is used for the numpad as well. Yeah, if I look, it's in reality it's a bit off, but meh. Then okay, right. It's gonna take one of these keys and these keys. Are they the same size? They are. I have I have a feeling the escape button is like a little bit bigger, but it's just it's what you call it. Ooh, Where are my... And an optical illusion. Wow. It was an optical illusion. So now I can Alt D this and then put this under here. There's a small spacing in between. And this is the 1, 2, 3 and so forth. So how many keys are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then the backspace. So I have already 4. How much did I say? 12, 13, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13. So like that, and then Shift D. No, not Shift D. Shift R. Oh, come on, why is it not doing what I want? Okay, Alt D, I guess. Hopefully now. Ah, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Huh. So actually, wow, just like in the keyboard, because these two, so you see these don't align, but then here it's aligning again. Nice. I didn't say 17. What? Don't lie to me. Then I have the backspace, which is of course a little bit bigger. Ooh. Oh yeah, because I have beveled them already. I have to manually what the hell? Oh yeah, it's an instance. Okay, this one should not be instance then. This one should just be duplicated. Duplication. It only works if you want to adjust all of them at the same time. There we go. So that's the backspace, clearly. And then you have Shift D and the tab, which is also a little bit bigger than a usual key, kind of like this, I think. Yeah, yep. And then you have the caps lock, which is again a bit bigger. Yeah. Like that. And then you have your shift, which is in between the size of a key, a normal key, and the tab. Seriously? Okay. How many different sizes can you have? Like this, I suppose. It's bigger than the key, smaller than the tab. And then you have the control, which is the same size as the tab. Okay. Nice. I can actually instance that. Boom. Yep. Right. And the next keys are, for me it's the AZERTY, but you know, for people with a brain it would be QWERTY, of course, but I guess I lost my brain somewhere. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can just take these keys, Alt D, and align them up here. Okay, I just noticed that they line up like this. So the tab and the control need to be a bit bigger, like that. And the caps lock needs to be slightly bigger as well, like that. Yeah, like that. And these keys actually need to be moved a bit closer to here. Boom. Oop. Got a French brain instead. Look at this French brain. Yeah, it was not the smartest decision I made when I built my PC and bought all the peripherals for it. But yeah, now I have to live with the decisions. I have too many keys. Is that possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, they're not lining up as well as on my keyboard, but maybe it's because there's too much space in between. That's too much work. I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, so I can take these now and then Alt D, move them up a bit. Put them on the same line. A little bit more towards the caps lock. That's it. Okay. And then the next should be like that. Yeah, that looks good. Are there 12 keys here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, thought so. So there needs to be one gone because, oh wait, actually, yeah, it needs to be one gone because Shift D, here needs to be the shift. Ooh, actually this is a kind of an issue or not. Yeah, this is kind of an issue because the enter needs to be here since they're not lining up perfectly. Okay, how can I fix this fast? I guess not. Maybe if I move these a little bit closer. Towards the tab and then these also a little bit closer towards the caps lock. Damn. This is gonna look like a weird ass enter key. Should have kept the distance a little bit further away, I suppose, or closer, I mean. Or I can adjust this, oops, this distance, make it a little bit bigger because it actually lines up with this. So if I, oh, come on, why is it not? Box select, okay. Yeah, this is smaller, so I can actually still play with the distance here. And then like that, a little bit closer. And these need to be further apart, like this. Okay, so now I can move it up here. Still gonna be a weird looking enter though. Oh man, am I really gonna have to redo this? Guess I will have to, but I don't have to full redo it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it like this, and just gonna delete all of these. Doom, 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 doom. Actually, these are okay. No, that's not right. And then this. Yeah, okay. I can just shift R all of it again, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just a bit annoying in hindsight. I should have thought more about the positioning of everything. Anyway, so Alt D, X, and then maybe closer, more closer. This, can I Shift D it? No. Oh, not Shift D. God, I keep doing the same mistake. So Alt D, X, this close, and then Shift R and Shift R. There we go. Yeah. And the same for this. Alt D, X, boom, like that, and then Shift R, Shift R. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it. Alt D, X. I hope you're enjoying this. Because I feel like it's kind of a boring thing to watch at the moment. Alt D, X, kind of a repetitive thing. That's the word I wanted to say. Shift R, there we go. And now the rest of the keyboard. Woohoo! Living on a prayer. We're halfway there. Shift R. How many keys were there again? This was before, above the tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then you have the backspace. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Okay, now I feel like there's too little space. But we can still like play with this. If I can move this, so these need to be aligned, and if I can move this a bit, move this a bit like that, and then maybe make the backspace a bit bigger. Nobody's gonna notice anyway. I mean, it's a big backspace. It's bigger than it should be, but it's alright. This space needs to be a lot smaller too. More like this. And these two like that. Now I can still adjust the size of the keyboard afterwards when everything is fitting. Okay. Strange. I've not selected this, but it's still going into edit mode when I press tab. That's odd. Also, overall, I'm making this here. That's not what I'm supposed to do. This should be in here. And let's just move this all into a new collection called keyboard. I can probably join them all later, but let's just put them in one collection for now. These have cutters on them. Why? Something really strange happened. Wait a minute. Give me 5 seconds. Okay, sorry for the intermission. My wife had to go to work. Okay. Where were we? Yes. Now the next row of keys has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Alt D, X, like this, and then Shift R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's correct. It still doesn't line up for some reason. It's so weird. Maybe it's because the tab is too big. Is it because the tab is too big? I guess now it's too big. Because everything is closer together. That kind of makes sense. And then the caps lock is also too big. My spoon is too big. Yep. It's looks better. Okay. No. Caps lock. Just a slight decrease in size. There we go. There we go. Just move them all in. This control key is weird. It's not big enough now. Okay, just make it a little bit bigger, but it should not be as big as the tab, which is it isn't. Okay, that's good. Now Alt D X. Let's continue. Shift R. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I guess that's all the same. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. And then this one is 11. But maybe I'll just create the enter key first. So I have my enter key. This lines up with this. And then I have, oh, what happened? X. No. Control R. No. God damn it. Ah, yeah, of course. Just gonna cut it. There we go. Cut. And then like that. And then I can I have an issue now that I see is it doesn't need to be here. Okay, I can resolve this by some buffoonery. Let's make the origin active like that, and then I can merge these and move them up. Oh, yeah. Extrude X, no, Y. Okay. And then again, bevel. No, it's not what I want. Should probably just bevel this first. Oof. It's ugly. Maybe if I get rid of these edges and just fill it. No, Control B, V, yeah, that's better. Like that. Don't need those. Don't need that. And then I can bevel these. No. Control B, Control B. Boom. Looks good. Almost looks the same as my enter key. Awesome. All this time spent on a keyboard. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, 11, 11. Alt D, X. And then Shift R, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I have my Shift key. Which lines up with the Enter and the backspace. There we go. And then we have our final line. Of keys, which is the Windows key and the Alt key, which is also a little bigger than a normal key. It's actually the same size as the Shift key. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this. As you can see, it's all trial and error. Alt D. Oof. I'm having a burps. The burps. Sorry about that. Then we have a space which goes up till here. Shift D. Yeah. And it goes up till here. Boom. And then we have another Alt key. Alt D, X, like that. Two more normal keys and a control key. Oop. Which is this one? Alt D. Should line up with the Shift. Yeah. Move them a little bit like that. And that's good. Okay. Now it's starting to look like an actual keyboard. The dimensions of the keyboard itself are a bit off, but I actually kind of considered the wrist pad that I have. I took it into account of the model. I can actually, because if I take it off, then this bottom here should actually be up here. I can maybe do that right now. Why? It should be up like this. There we go. Okay, now I can copy these or duplicate them, if you will. Move them down. Yeah, aligns with the backspace, and then we have another 3. Can I Shift R them? Yeah, but they will be a bit too far down. And then they align with the Enter key. And now we have the arrow keys, and then we still have the numpad to do. And then we have the layout of the keyboard, but you still have to give it dimensions, of course. Okay, we're almost done. Almost. How long have I been working on this damn keyboard? Too long. That's the answer. So directional keys. Hurrah. Directional keys. And this one, no, Shift Alt D, Y. Why? That's what I ask myself every day. Why? Okay. And then we still have the numpad, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 5. A grid of 5 by 4, but there are some bigger, some smaller. Nope. X, and they align with these volume keys. Now that I look at my keyboard, I should really maybe give it a good cleaning. It's kind of dirty. Okay, so they don't 100% align with the volume keys or the sound keys, so I'm just gonna put it like this. Yeah. Okay. And now this I need another batch of these. Alt D, Y, like that, and then another row. Alt D, Y, and they align with these keys here. I love eyeballing stuff because it doesn't really matter if it's kind of fudged. You know what I mean? Okay, so actually, so these can go, these can go. Please don't go. And this one can also go because they need to be the size of 2 keys. Two keys. Sounds like a weird band name, 2 Keys. Or a nickname for a toucan. Tuki. A toucan. Something a toucan can. And then this can go here. And then I can also put it here, rotate it 90 degrees. And we are done, I think. Oh. Okay, that's the keyboard. Nice. Now I still need to make the whatchamacallit, the dimension, the thickness, Jesus Christ. I cannot talk anymore. A little bit inwards, and then we can start. Still on the active point. Okay. Why is this inset? Did I move it? Oh. Okay. There we go. Always check if you haven't selected anything that shouldn't be selected. Okay, now we can extrude it. It's kind of thick, so I'm just gonna move it up, and then it needs to rotate a bit, so it's on at an angle like that, and then same goes for all the keys. Could have probably done a lot of this with an array or something, so I don't have to individually select all of these keys, but yeah, would have been a lot of arrays though. And like the backspace and the enter and shift and space, they're all separate, so they cannot be arrayed anyway. So there are still some unique things in there. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Okay. Move them up. Rotate a bit. To be honest, they are, yeah. Okay. Rotate it. Maybe I should give them an extrude first. Give them an extrusion. Why aren't they extruding? Something is going on here and it's weird. Why are they not extruding? Oh, they are. Oh, look at that. Oops. Okay. No, fuck. I can make it easy because I'm making it really difficult. Just gonna remove all this. Huh. That's so strange. Why is this happening? Is it because they're all instanced? Shouldn't be, right? Is it because what the hell is going on here? Can I go any further? No. Shit. Am I having to like redo all of the whole keyboard, or what is gonna happen here? Okay. I think I shouldn't have used an instance. Maybe that was my mistake. Actually, now it's working. Why wasn't it working before? Now it's working. Huh. What the hell is going on here? Anyway, keyboard. Oh. So many keys. Okay. So it's gonna work now? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay. Wait a minute, it's not working anymore. Okay, this is so weird. So if I do them separately, it's working? What? Okay, so strange. Like that. If I copy this to this, and then should be the same. Yep. Okay. Jesus, instance stuff is so weird. It did not do what I expected, but at least, oops, I have found a easy-ish solution without having to redo the whole shebang. Which is something, I guess. This is weird. Yeah, it happens with this one as well. That's so odd, man. Very low key travel in your keyboard. What? Oh, you mean the thickness. I guess I can still adjust it. But it's so weird. Also, it doesn't really matter, I guess. since you will not see much of the keyboard itself. Again, putting too much detail to something you won't see. God damn. Okay, I'm just gonna delete these. Oops. Go away. And then replace them by these. Right, there was a one too many. Delete. Delete. Oh. Shit. There we go. Okay. Now. Whew. Oh man, that was a whole ordeal and a half. Now we can rotate them on the keyboard itself. There we go. Okay, and then I still have to model this gap here. I think I have to move it a little bit more to the top. I think bevel, but a very simple bevel. Yeah, like that. Inset. And then if I delete it, I can make like a tiny gap here. Boom. And then fill on the other side. Boom. Yeah, something like that. That looks almost exactly, except that these two need to be kinda like this. And oh, I can do it like this. Boom, and like this. Yeah. There we go. Small angle. That's pretty much what it looks like. I guess I can add these keys as well to it. There's some keys here. I can add some keys here as well, but meh, can't be asked. They're not the same shape, so more complications. Anyway, let's just hopefully I can just rotate them all. Yep, all right, just 90 over or minus 90, apparently minus 90. There we go. And then we can have the screen back, and that looks actually kinda okay. That looks like a good setup, I guess. I think it should be a bit bigger. here. I can select everything, maybe scale it up a bit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that should be the kicker. That's the thing. Okay. Wow. So what did I model in 2 hours? A screen and 1 keyboard. Nice. That's just great. Anyway, let's just save quickly. Then I still have my mouse and my mouse pad to go. So for my mouse, I can maybe start with a box or a cube. A box. Wow. What is this? Kindergarten? No. Okay. Okay, so probably need a subdivision modifier for this one. Just gonna see how far I can go with this. Just to be like that. Yep. And then flatter. And then we have like a bulge. That's a weird way to phrase it, but it's the truth. It's the truth. A bulge here. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, it's going up. Actually, this goes down a bit. So yeah, like that. I'm not really gonna fully model the mouse as well, because again, it's not gonna be very visible anyway. But if you really wanna know what model it is, it's a Logitech Master MX Master. So if you wanna look it up, now you can. I'm basically basing the general shape of it, but I'm not gonna like go in full detail, because else we would be sitting here as long as we sat here with the keyboard, and I don't really want to do that. Okay, but there's like this line. Like that, and it's pretty sharp. Razor, yeah, I've had a couple of razors myself, and they keep breaking on me as well. But I've had this one ever since I started working at my current job, which is 7 years now, and I've only had to like manually like adjust like a screw somewhere, because it was starting to like having issues with clicking. But apparently it's a known issue with this model, and you just have to like loosen a screw a bit inside the the mouse itself. And then it was fixed. So, and I mean, I'm not the most handy person in the world, and I was able to do it, so if I can do it, you can do it, basically. This goes down. I know there's like this hard edge here. Maybe I can do a dirty one by it's not really working for me. Anyway, auto smooth. Okay, how does this look from here though? It's okay-ish. The other side should be a bit lower. Okay. I mean, it still needs to look realistic though. So, and my mouse is almost as big as the numpad in length. It's a bit longer. How does this scale up with this? It should be a bit bigger. Ooh, that's too big. Like that. Again, if I would have started modeling this mouse, then I would have probably not started off like I did. But I'm just trying to get the general shape in and call it a day. Like that. It should be a bit more to the front, like this. And then, of course, I have to model the mouse wheel as well. So let's add a cylinder. Scale it down. Y 90. No, RX 90. Like that. Scale it down. Y like that. Should be in the middle. A little bit smaller, I guess. Oop. Smaller. Like this. Again, doesn't have to be perfect always, just has to resemble the general shape. Wait, what were you saying? Also had a Corsair which was utter trash, collects dust and stopped working quicker than the Razer. Okay. I have to say I'm pretty satisfied with my keyboard, which is a Corsair. Maybe they make better keyboards than mice. Kind of like Samsung, which is a lot better at creating or making phones than like house appliances. If you know, you know. I think they're pretty shit at it. I hope so. Yeah. Can I add another one here? I'm actually kind of relying too much on the sub D here, which is not really that great of a modeling thing. Like that. And then S There we go. Now we have a like a little scroll wheel going on. Nice. All right, let's see how that looks from far away. It looks decent enough. It kind of looks like my mouse, but without the hard edges. It looks okay. Now we can start filling in, I think. Oh no, wait, I still have to model my my chair, of course. Let's start with the seat. Yeah, let's start with the seat and then go from there. It shouldn't be that hard. I can actually make it from multiple loose objects. Yeah, which is great. Okay, let's start with a plane again. What, you aren't squatting while working? Man, can you imagine? 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So let's see here. I think the width of my seat itself is kind of the same as my keyboard. Yeah, kind of looks like that. That's awesome. So if I align my keyboard here, my seat, or my plane, for now it's still a plane, not a seat, and then I can make it so. There we go. It's a bit bigger than my keyboard, of course, because it's kind of tapers inwards towards the legs, and then kind of has a curve to it. Anyway, so X like that. Oop. No, Y, X. So like this, and then goes down a bit. Okay. I need a few of these, and a few of these. Yeah. Then we can start using proportional editing again to push this down. I think I will need more. Yeah. Unless I auto smooth this, is this gonna look good in auto smooth? I don't think so. Come on. It's just only a little, but actually it looks okay-ish. I mean, you're not gonna notice. I can still subdivide it. Subdivide. If I want to make it a bit smoother. Let's subdivide it again, like that. And then move this down. Only a little bit, so the legs can curl over it. And I still need to like add, probably the best way to go about it is add a solidify thingy modifier, kind of sculpt the seat a bit more, and then let's see here. also goes a bit inwards. Then I need these two. No. Yeah, like that. It's looking like a seat already. And wait, do I bevel it already, or? I mean, the bevel is within the shape, so I guess I could do it. Ah, wait, I have to apply scale. Like that. It's not beveled enough. I guess I need to move this up a bit. Wait, let me see what I can do. It's quite annoying. What I can do now is merge by distance, which is perfect. Yes. All right. And now we have a little bit of inset going on. Well, not inset, but again a taper. So Y. So only a little bit. So not too much. Yeah. I think it's a bit too strong here. It's not smooth. Okay. Maybe I do the bevel after. That's probably the smart thing to do here. Why? Oh. It's actually pretty good. Yep. And now do the bevel and the distance. All right, and then we have a little bit of bendy or curvy going on here. Oh. Oh, X. I guess that's about it. Is that okay? How many keyboards can fit on the surface? I guess 2. I guess, yeah, 2 can fit on here as well. Okay. And now I can add a solidify modifier. Not a solidify. Yes, a solidify. Yes, solidify. Like this. Even. Okay. Maybe a subdivision. Oof. Maybe I put it above. It's not what I want. This is more like a cushion shaped, but this is kind of weird. I think it's because of the, yeah. It's because it's an N-gon, so I have to fix that. Or actually, I don't need to fix that because if I go, can I go back far? Probably not. No, no, no. Okay, I have to fix it. I don't need this bevel because the subdivision surface is doing it for me. So center. I might as well give it a mirror modifier now that I fucked it up, so I don't have to do double work. Remove this mirror. There we go. Why? It's off. Oh man, that sucks. Which means I have to delete this. Vertices. As X, as Y, as no, as Y. Okay. If I put it above, yeah, that's. Now I have this, which sucks. Can I? If I apply it, is it gone? Yes, it's gone. Okay. But first, I have to check. This curve here is actually better than before. Hey, what a lucky strike. Stroke of luck. Stroke. Oh, I can actually put it above the solidify. I didn't see that. It's looking a lot better. What do you think? I think the solidify needs to be a bit wider, like that. Looks better. Still not really a fan of this corner here, I feel like, but it's at least something. I'm gonna have to make the plastic that goes under it. Which I can actually, because it's it's pretty much the same shape as you know, as the seat, but it needs to be a lot thinner. I will probably still need the subdivision, but if I add if I add some of this here, some of this here, some of this here, to help with, and then have to move this a bit. That's unfortunate. I think these I just need to go edges. Oh shit. Edge loop. No. Why is it having issues? Ah, yeah, I see. It's because this actually doesn't need to be here. And if we boom, constrain it and move it up, yeah, that should be the, yeah, that's better. Looks a lot more smoother. Though it shouldn't be sticking out from under the seat like that, so I have to, oops, fix that in a minute. Which I should probably do like this. Is it clipping? Yeah, it's clipping. Okay. Then I have to move this down a bit too. To be honest, probably doesn't really need to be there. Okay, I'm just gonna remove it and keep it as is. I can probably so this seat normally has like this. Let me stand up real quick. I have like this butt shape inside the seat, so I will try to get that in here. So this needs to be heightened, or maybe I can make it a bit thicker, and then move this down a bit. No, it should be this and this. Oh, come on. Is it doing something noticeable? It is. Wait, what? But not what I want. So I need to do a I keep forgetting the proportional editing. Jesus. I guess we start to have. Oh wait, yeah, I know what's happening. I have this one too that needs to be translated downwards, else we don't have a. There's like this weird thingy going on here. Okay, the shape is getting there. This needs to be lowered as well. Like that. And then you see kind of the butt shape in there. This needs to go down. There you go. You feel the butt shape. Do you see the butt shape? I can see the butt shape, but it needs to be a little bit more pronounced. So I'm gonna make it more thicker so I have more space to play with. Let's make it go down further. Actually, this line also needs to go a bit down, because it's not that wide, the space here, and this also needs to go down a little bit like that. Yep, I feel like I'm getting there. I think it's there. Yeah, it feels like a seat. It looks like a seat, I mean. And from here it also looks like a seat. Okay, great. Now I still need to do the backrest, the armrests, the wheels. I also have a headrest here, as you can see. But how long have I been streaming? 2 hours and almost a half. I'm gonna get some snacks. Gonna get some coffee. Chairs are tricky. Yeah. Also because if you don't get the scale right, you can immediately see that. Like, we all look at chairs almost daily, I suppose. Like, I do at least. And you can just see if it's not like up to scale. But I feel like the seat is up to scale because if I look at the seat of my chair here, it's about the same width as my keyboard, and it's the same as there. And as long as I keep everything proportional to each other, I guess we can say that's a win. Yeah, I'm not happy about the mouse though. Might revisit that one later. It looks really awful. Maybe I will just remove this part because it's really awkward looking. But yeah, that's maybe for later. Anyway, I'm gonna grab some coffee, grab a snack. I'll come back. Give me like 10 minutes. Yeah, of course, save the file before it crashes. So yeah, I'll be back. There we go. I'm back. Back again. So I just checked how late it was. The clock. I just checked the clock, and in like 45 minutes, I'll have to pick up the youngest from the kindergarten or daycare, I guess. It's not kindergarten, it's daycare. So yeah, until then I still have time for the stream. So also my question is to you, if you're still there, do you want me to cut this stream? How's that style? Yeah. Cut the stream into pieces, or like edit the parts where I'm like gone for a bit and just add chapters, like put the whole stream on there but with the empty parts, edit it out and have chapters, the YouTube chapters on there, or just have just like what I do with my playthroughs, cut them into 30-minute segments. Oh. Wait, my wife is calling. Give me a minute. All right, I'll cut that out. So yeah, that's could be interesting indeed, chapters. But I will not put the full stream on. I will just edit the empty parts, or like now this part where I had a phone call. Just yeah. So now we can go back to business. Anyway, so the seat. Still have like a half an hour. I will now do the wheels, or yeah, at least the bottom. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Move it up. So the middle is around here, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Damn, the underside is pretty complicated on this thing, but yeah, you won't see it anyway. So I can cheat a little bit. Actually, the thickness here looks kind of okay-ish. How far from the bottom? It should be a lot. Oh, scale it in a bit, like that. Yeah. Okay, and then maybe still a little bit thinner. Yeah, I guess that's okay if I look at the reference. And then I can duplicate this. No, make it a bit thicker. And a lot flatter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How is this looking? How is that? Let me just inspect my. Okay. Yeah, got it. How many wheels are there? I think 5. Oh no, 4. There's 4. Okay, that's a lot easier. So how many vertices are there? Can I see that somewhere? Oh no, wait, I have to where is it? Is it here? Huh. Statistics here. 32. Okay, that's nice. Because that's a multiple of 4. I'm just gonna. So there's like in every direction. This beam coming out. So here 4. Can I maybe what? Oh. Kind of looking to maybe mirror it. so I don't have to do the same thing 4 times. Gotta be a bit efficient now. So boom. If I delete all of these, vertices. Oh, right. What the hell is going on here? The fuck? What the hell has happened? What? Why are they not being removed? Okay, I'm just gonna delete this and create it again. Shift T. Bit thicker, flatter, like that. Oh, too flat. Like that. Okay. Okay. And now, no. I can delete all of this. Vertices. Oh, I was deleting faces. I was not deleting the vertices. Okay. So actually nothing was going wrong. I was just blind. Boom. Okay. Now we're talking. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess that's good. Oh yeah. Proportional editing again. Okay, so clearly needs to be a bit longer. That's annoying. We'll just have to do it like this. So it comes. Okay. Has to be like this. Yo. But it's more going this way, because else your feet would always like. Or am I just? Oh, there are 5. I just miscounted. I guess. No, there are 4. There are 4. Am I blind? There are 5. God damn. Okay. That makes it more complicated. Shite. That makes it really annoying. If there's 5, then I can't really do the mirror trick. sucks. Does it really need to be 5? Can I do it with 4? I guess not. Let me see if I can find a reference here. Actually, there are chairs with 5, with 4. Let's do it at 4. It's easier. It's easier. I mean, I could do it with 5, but then I have to do everything by hand. No, wait. What am I doing? What am I doing, Glenn? That's better. Okay. So it should be something like this. And goes down. It curves down a bit. So I need these. Actually, they are pretty good. They just need to be also kind of sucks that they are not aligned with the axis, unless I am not an idiot and just do it like this. Wait. I can rotate this by 45 degrees. Also, I need to apply the scale. And now I can make it easier on myself. Also, the mirror is gone. Caps lock is on. Classic. There you go. Yeah, that's better. I can still rotate it later on, but for modeling purposes, this is gonna be a lot better. So if I rotate this, it should be longer. Should be still a bit longer. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, itchy. And then Y, X should be this shape. Yep. Y, and then flatter X should be like this. Yeah, maybe a little more rounded. Okay, and then this should also be more flat. There we go. Okay. What does this look like with auto smooth? Oh, it has auto smooth. Never mind. Ooh. Okay, why is this a hard edge though? this shouldn't be a hard edge. Is it because it's a bit too far forward? No. No. The edges next to it are also that's annoying. Why is it a hard edge? Is it because it's a bit too narrow? If I can just What if I no, it has to increase. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Sometimes you just have to fiddle a bit. This needs to be a bevel, but I can do that later. I still need to position the legs first a little bit better, because they need to bend slightly. Bendy McBend face. Okay. Just have enough of these, and then add the outer edge, and then use proportional editing again. What the hell? Oh. Yeah. Oof. Is that gonna? That's not what it looks like. Other shape maybe? Sphere. Ooh, that's totally not what I want. Inverse square. No. Okay, it's gonna be root. Also not what I want. Proportion. Oh, that's just the size of the circle. Yeah. How am I gonna bend this properly? Linear? Sounds kinda... Oh. Yeah, that's not... It has to be a kind of a curving bend, but the smooth one is... Oops. It's too... like... I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing this. Or what should I take? Constant is also probably not the thing you want to. Nope. Sharp maybe? Oh wow, this is actually what I need. This is what I need. Damn, I found what I needed. Okay, how big are the wheels? They are as big as this and this together, so I feel like right about there should be enough of a bend. Actually, no. It has to be a bit more up because it goes down here. Okay, so there's this area here. Maybe I should just have this focused on. So we have this area here that goes down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then in this part, there's a the wheel is attached, but this needs to be fixed. It needs to be like that. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Wait, it needs to go down. Why is it not level with the rest? Is it because of the G stretch? Because that's kind of stupid. It also tapers off. Okay. I mean, these are again details that probably nobody's gonna see anyway, but so it tapers off a bit, and then I have to make it so that they are level with the rest of the vertices here. There we go. And that looks pretty much exactly like here. The only thing I need to fix still is this dip here is not in the design. So if I connect these two, it's not gonna fix it, of course, but maybe I have to just push them up a bit. Is that gonna do something? It's doing something, all right. Though, wait. Yeah. And then these need to go up as well, like that. And then these as well. That's because of the proportional adding, I think. It's kind of screwy. Can I loft? No. Relax? Actually that's the thing I wanted them to do. Can I redo that and include those? Relax. Space. No. Curve. Oh, what? Wow. Hey. Curve. Ooh. That's actually a pretty fun design, to be honest. It looks like a spaceship. But it's not what I want. Circle? No. Circle? Probably not. G-stretch also not. Bridge? Nope. Don't relax is what I got. There shouldn't be a dip here. G-stretch. If I just G-stretch everything here, then the dip is kind of gone. I still need to raise this up like that. Yeah, that's much better. And then J-stretch. To be fair, I don't really need these, but it's because I needed these. Yeah. So it's geometry that really isn't really doing anything, but it's because I need it. Actually, is there a curve on top of this? No, it's flat. I have to bevel it though. I have to give it a good bevel. And here too. Okay. Just gonna G-stretch it so it's all on the same level. Can I actually? No. Of course not. Ooh, I only have 8 more minutes. I think by the time I will do another stream, I probably have continued with this project. I don't know how far I will be, but the next time I will probably be able to do a Blender stream is on Monday. So yeah, that's nice. And now I need a bevel here. And a bevel there. A bevel everywhere. Except for here. Actually... Okay, I need to select all of this. I wonder how it's... Oh yeah, the underside. But the underside doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. What I can do is remove these connections, because else I'll wait, did I? Yeah, okay, the scale is uniform, so okay, that's gonna work like intended. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, so next time I'll be able to do a Blender stream is on Monday. Ah, fuck. Right. Yeah, it's also gonna bevel, huh? That's no good. Okay. I will do it another way then. I will just do the top first. Man, these bevels. And I have to remember the amount of bevel I do. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Oh yeah, this has to bevel as well. So 6. Yeah, that doesn't look really great here in this corner. I'll have to look at what I can do there. Oof. There may be a double? No. What if I bevel it first? Could that be helpful? I think so. So bevel this. Bevel this. If I, yeah, it's looking great. And then by distance, yeah, that's what I want. It also looks like it should, but then I feel like this is gonna be a real nightmare here. Yeah. I think it's because all of this is going to one. Oh man. Okay. I think I can fix it by adding more stuff here. Subdivide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can manage this. If I, let's see what's gonna happen if I do a little bit of this. And then a lot of fixing just for a bevel. G-stretch, boom. Okay. Cleaning up the mesh. Trying to get some quads in there. Wait, that's not the correct connection here. What I'm doing right now is kind of a risky business. I feel like, okay, these also do not need to be here. But as long as it looks good, and it looks good, everything is a-okay. This is pretty much what 3D modeling is all about. Just fake it until you make it. Oh shit. I mean, I guess video, the game development is also kind of all smoke and mirrors, to be honest. Oof, my coffee was getting cold. Ah, damn, I'm out of time. Okay, I just want to see if I can bevel this correctly now. Let me just quick give you... Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. That's so clean. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, that sounded really strange, but just gonna bevel this real quick. Oh man, that was so pretty. Look at this bevel. Oh yeah. It's really cool. I can see your keyboard and mouse, to be honest. What? Oh yeah, um the screencast keys. Yeah, that's nice, huh? Oh yeah, that's so clean. Oh, look at that. Look at that bevel. Look at that bevel. Holy shit, that's so clean. Sorry. That's actually the bevel needs to be a lot wider, to be honest. It's not that that pinched. So it needs to be more like this. Oh, I have an overlap here. Shouldn't. It's because of. Fuck. Do I have to clean this up as well? Don't make me do that. That's not so pretty. Ah, fuck. No. Maybe if I just do it like that. And then now it's better. It's better. Yeah, it's better. And the underside doesn't really have that much of a bevel, but yeah, I have to I have to go. I'm gonna save. So this is where we left yeah, left off. Game overlay tool. Well, it's a plugin for Blender itself. So I don't know. I probably have to download a specific overlay to get it onto OBS as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool that Blender knows that a lot of tutorials are being made with its software. So they put in this plugin you can download for free, which is awesome. And you can even change the color if you want. Ooh, rainbow. Anyway. Ooh. Yeah. It was white. Smart peeps, yeah, indeed. So yeah, I will cut out the silent parts, I guess, and with the silent parts I mean the parts I was away from keyboard, AFK, or in a phone call with my wife. And then other than that, I will keep it at full length then. Put it on YouTube. Put some chapters on it based on what I'm modeling, like probably keyboard, which will be the longest part. And then the screen was the first thing I modeled. Screen, keyboard, seat, and then this underside. To be honest, I didn't really do much for like how long? 3 hours. Actually, that's pretty okay, I guess. 3 hours. I mean, I've also been talking in the meantime, and yeah, having a phone call, going away. So yeah, it's pretty okay, I guess. And we pretty much got a lot of things already in the scene. So a lot of objects, except for the mouse. I'm not gonna. Yeah, the mouse. I'm just gonna delete. It's ugly as f. Doesn't really look good. I might just download one because a mouse is really annoying to model, to be honest. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot my lamp. The lamp should be a little bit taller as well, but yeah, I can do that. So I will cut it off here. Glenn, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you're happy I'm doing this again. but yeah, I don't deny that it's also helping me kind of keep a strict schedule, because I do tend to procrastinate. But yeah, this gives me a social obligation, like they say. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope I can do some gaming streams as well, but don't pin me on that. I will probably do these streams every time I have a half a day off, for looking for a job or working on portfolio stuff like I'm doing right now. So yeah. All right, I will end it here. Thanks, and catch you soon. Bye.